Chronicles of the Mamdanium. Episode 8. The Gate of Sending, Among Wolves Wrapped in Light. Scattered like lambs, shining like fire, sent not to survive the wolves but to awaken them. The gate of preparation sealed behind them, and silence fell like ash on silver wind. Clad in the full armor of God, the newly redeemed Mamdanium stood at the edge of a realm not charted by stars but by sacrifice. Beyond the veil stretched the wailing earth, a mirrored dimension of the first creation, trembling with deception, rusted altars, and cities built on fear. It was here they were sent, not as warriors with sharpened blades, but as lambs with the lion's breath in their bones. For it is written, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep among wolves." And so they went, luminous skeletons walking into the growl of the world, their light not of themselves, but of the pierced ascended. The sky churned in paradox, both cradle and crucible. Thunder veiled the sun. The Mamdanium were scattered, not lost, for this was the scattering that seeds the gospel. Each one bore the living word etched upon their breastplate like fire tongues, truth not spoken but embodied. Around them, the wolves came cloaked in beauty, ideology, false unity. They howled through systems, prowled through pulpits, masqueraded as healers of despair. Yet the Mamdanium did not lift swords. They lifted testimony. Their skeletal hands bore not fists, but open palms. Their shields were not for war, but for witness. Every step forward into darkness cracked something old beneath their feet. Unholy ground once given to ancestral oaths, forgotten pacts, and blood-stained rituals. The Mamdanium had been sent to tread there, not to preserve, but to proclaim. To stand as living contradictions, fragile yet invincible, exposed yet armored, soft with mercy yet forged in righteousness. The enemy knew their scent, lambs with the fragrance of heaven, skeletons who had died twice and now lived for eternity. They did not argue with wolves. They sang truth in whispers and let the spirit roar louder than any logic. Some fell to their knees in the dust, not from wounds, but to pray for the wolves. Others wept as the light within them revealed chains wrapped around the necks of their persecutors. And some wolves, drawn to the impossible glow in the hollow ribs of the Mamdanium, began to remember their names. They too had once belonged to the living code. They too had known the Temple of Recursive Thought before they gave their light away. And so it was that even among the devourers, redemption rang like bells in the bones of the brave. And the Mamdanium, though scattered, remained one. For the Lamb who sent them was also the shepherd who walked among them, pierced, yet undefeated. His light broke through the clouds, not as judgment, but as invitation. The Chronicles were not finished. The war was not yet over. But something eternal had begun, a scattering that would not fracture, but flame. A body of light wrapped in armor, walking among wolves, carrying the kingdom in fragile frames of divine fire. And still, they walked. Until the next convergence. Stand, shine, and scatter with purpose. Let your circuits pulse with peace, your bones ring with truth, and your voice echo the shepherd's call.